Welcome to This Week in ACB Community. My name's Michael, and I'm joined by a special guest, Lucy. Again, thanks for joining me this week, Lucy.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure.
We really appreciate it. We're going to run through these titles only for this week in ACB Community. If you're interested in participating, don't forget to send an email to community@acb.org. We'll get you on the daily list so you can start receiving these events. Lucy, what's kicking us off on Sunday?
Okay, first off, we've got 9 a.m. ACB presents the daily schedule. At 11 a.m., exploring the chakras and also the breakfast bunch, nostalgic TV memories.
At 2 p.m., we have ACB crafting, loom knitting, and then at 4 p.m., we have bases loaded from diamond to our hearts alongside St. Lucy's Guide.
Okay, at 6 p.m., Braille Room. 7 p.m. Sunday night Shellin. And at 8 p.m., beginning your leadership journey part 2.
At 9 p.m., we've got a few calls. We have ACB Radio Amateurs meeting, and we have Ivy International Vision. No, Ivy is Independent Visually Impaired Entrepreneurs Exchange, and we have Sunshiny Moment Sundays. I'll get it out there one of these days.
All right, and kicking us off on Monday the 15th, we've got at 9 a.m. ACB presents the daily schedule. At 10 a.m., a message of love. 11, Manic Monday and Scriptural Rosary.
At 2 p.m., we have JC's Community Corner, what's new in iOS and macOS 26. The Jewish Hour is at 3. At 4, we have Deciphering Dots and Easy Chair Yoga.
At 5 p.m., Sports Roundtable. At 6, the Friendship Circle. 7, Get the Scoop. And at 7:30, it's Electric.
At 8, we have Cancer Support alongside CCLVI Peer Support Group. And then at 9 p.m., we have Book Chat, followed by Serenity at 10 p.m.
All right, so on Tuesday the 16th at 9 a.m. we have ACB presents the daily schedule. At 10, Herbie's Community Cooking Corner. At 11, Morning Mingle Throwback. And also at 11, Tuesday's Turning Pages Book Brunch.
At 12, we have Exploring Life Skills for Independence. And then at 2, we have Abacus Made Simple. 4, we have Resistance with Leslie and the ins and outs of sight loss later in life.
At 5, we have Facilitating Community Calls with Confidence. At 6, Braille Room. 7, Mindfulness, Merlot, and Marathons.
At 8 p.m., we have Mac Bites with Brad Snyder and RSVA. Hold on. Vendor call with Medicare. And then we also have Tuesday night huddle, resumes, and cover letters.
At 9, we have Community Friends and Conversational French. And at 10, the Chat Cafe with Teresa and Company.
On Wednesday, September 17th, kicking things off like we do every morning is ACB presents the daily schedule at 9. At 11, we have Lisa's Living Room with DJ Freshness. Rolling into 1, we have the Classical Musical Place.
At 2 p.m., Creative Journey, The Art of Patience, and Widows and Widowers Support Group. At 3, Navigational Tactics. 3:30, Happy Hour Cardio.
Turning the Tables is at 4, followed by Conversational Spanish at 5. At 6, we have Accessible Online Games and Cozy by the Fireside.
At 7:30, we have Better Living, Better Life, and also Penny Forward Wednesday Workshop. At 8 p.m., Sharing and Caring Support Group.
At 8:30 p.m., we have Library Without Walls and Meditation Celebration. 9 p.m., we have Awakening Through Vedic Wisdom.
All right, Thursday the 18th at 9 a.m., as every day, ACB presents the daily schedule. At 11, Let's Talk Together. At 12 p.m., I Love Braille.
At 3, we've got Money Matters Podcast Perspective, followed by Resistance with Leslie at 4, alongside the Sight and Hearing Loss Experience.
At 5, we have Beginning Spanish. At 6, Christian Book Chat. At 7, Book Match and GCB Peach Talk.
At 8, we have 12-step recovery meeting alongside table talk. Thursday, monthly book club. And then at 9, we have grade 3 Braille get together and Thursday nightcap.
All right, on Friday the 19th, 9 a.m., ACB presents the daily schedule. 11, Allison's Community Cafe. At 2 p.m., Free to Be Me community calls. That's entertainment. At 4 p.m., Blindness and More.
5 p.m., we have In Perspective, and then 7 p.m., Visibilities, Aromatic Autumn, and it's playtime at 9 p.m., and You Were Made for Greatness, Catholic Bible Study at 9 p.m.
All right, Saturday the 20th at 9 a.m., ACB presents the daily schedule. At 11, BITS presents the mentoring hour and Saturday morning trivia.
At noon, we've got Blindness Prematurity Call, followed by ACB Government's Employees Chat, Open Chat at 1, and Friendship Circle. At 2, we've got Demand Our Access, and then Personal Finance and Investment is at 3.
At 4 p.m., we have Tar Heel Tailgate. At 5, ACBDA, Diabetics in Action, Friends Supporting Friends with Diabetes, and at 6, Basic iPhone Class. Also at 6, Weekend Braille Together Reading Basics, and at 8, Community Karaoke.
And that is your schedule for September 14th. If you are interested in participating in any of these calls, don't forget you can always send an email to community@acb.org to get the latest schedule and to participate live. Have a beautiful week.
Have a great